This is Matt Russell, and welcome to the DailyFX Forum.
So here are the four pairs that I will be discussing this evening: the Euro Pound, the Aussie Kiwi, the Pound Swiss, and the Euro Swiss. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts. First chart is the Euro Pound. If you recall, during yesterday's report, I mentioned the breakout above that 93 figure and how we might use the former resistance level around the 93 figure as a potential area of future support. We could see during yesterday's session, prices did come down, penetrated the 93 figure by a few pips, and then rallied to close back above it. So again, I would still have that tentative bullish bias against the 93 figure in the short term. But if we zoom out a little bit, I wanted to show you this evening. I would have a bearish bias against just above that 95 figure. But again, this is something as prices do approach that level, I'll certainly report more on. The next chart is the Aussie Kiwi, and price is still in the channel here. I mentioned during the past several reports we might look for a move to the upper channel, the upper resistance line of the channel here. I'd like to see prices exceed this high wick right here by a few pips and then close back beneath the resistance level, which would set up a short trade. Still prices right now about 150 pips beneath that level right now, so certainly this is something we can keep an eye on over the next 24 to 48 hours to see if any trades do materialize. The next chart is the Pound Swiss, and this is the inverse of the Euro Pound, but in this case prices have not closed back beneath the initial low here, and that would be the low of this doji candle. So it's kind of just going sideways here. I really don't have any opinion on this pair, at least in the short term. Longer term, I would look for prices to come and test the longer term resistance line right now about near the just above the 165 figure. The next chart is the Euro Swiss, and this is the triangle that I highlighted during yesterday's report. If we zoom in, we can see prices did once again hit that upper resistance line and then did sell off a little bit. So I would favor short trades against the resistance line as we're speaking now. With that being said, I do envision a upside breakout to this triangle, but the most important thing is to always wait for those breakouts before you actually trade them. So again, short term I'd have a bearish bias against this line, but long term I am expecting a breakout and will be watching for one and be ready for one if it does occur, and that would be confirmed with a close above this white line, above the resistance level. Again, my name is Matt Russell. Thank you for listening, and please stay tuned for a preview of the DailyFX forums. I want to go ahead and formally welcome everybody to the DailyFX forum, and I want to explain a little bit about the forum and the wealth of information that you can obtain from the forum and how to go about doing so, how to find the things you want. So I'm just going to dive right in right now, and this is DailyFX.com, and this is usually how I navigate my way towards the forums. Obviously, it really depends on each individual how they access the forums, but this is how I go ahead and do it. I go DailyFX.com, go ahead and click on the forum on top, and this brings you to the DailyFX forum homepage, and this highlights the most recent posts with the subject. So if you see anything that you're interested in, you can obviously go ahead and click. What I like to do is click on the forums tab like this, and go ahead and view the forums in the normal, typical way that forums are set up. And here you go. There are a bunch of threads down here. And I'm just going to go ahead and go directly to the forum, the video you just viewed, where you viewed it. So let's go ahead. This is the DailyFX Instructor Tips Forum. Identifying trades with DailyFX, that's me. Go ahead and click on the most recent post. So this is where you are right now viewing the video, although the video will be the video beneath this one that you're watching right now. So normally when I'm on the forums, and what I would do is just scroll up to the top. Certainly you can check out any of my previous videos, and especially if I did mention them in the report or in the video that you're viewing at that moment. And what I will do is go ahead and click on the forums, and then look for the forums that I like, that I have interest in. One of them would be the Euro Dollar forum, and this again, it's really up to each individual trader as to exactly how they want to use the forum. Personally, what I like to do, the first thing I do is I'll go to the Euro Dollar thread, I'll go and click on the latest post. And what I'll do here is, and again, I just want to really emphasize this point. It depends on your exact mindset when you're viewing. And me as a trader, I have some experience. So what I do and how I personally use the forum is I go through and I'll read what people are saying about the euro, what their trade ideas are. I certainly try to maintain my own individual objectivity, and I really don't pay much attention to what other traders are saying in terms of my trading. I'm not going to certainly see something on a forum and then go jump into a trade, but what it will do, it will open my eyes to certain trading opportunities, maybe a certain line or a certain time frame that I haven't looked at before. So that's one way that I personally like to utilize the DailyFX forum. But certainly for newer traders, there are plenty of topics that you can go over. Let's say you might not be well versed in terms of certain currency pairs that you want to learn about. Scalping, you might not know what Elliott wave is. You can go ahead and click there and see exactly what you can understand, what you might not understand, and then certainly feel free to ask questions about any of these topics that you have. Maybe the carry trade, maybe you have some questions about that, or the sentiment, the SSI, or the latest economic news, FX programmers, the webinars, MT4. Any questions about active trader, you can go ahead and click on those threads. So again, it's very free, very open, and there is a wealth of information here and just waiting to be utilized. Again, this is Matt Russell. Thank you for listening.